Oh, hey, we're back. Yeah, it crashed.
Welcome back to reality, I suppose. You were gone for a moment there, and I was starting to think I'd have to send out a search party to find you. What happened exactly? Did you get lost in the tarnished special delivery service?
No, I did not. The game crashed and the stream broke.
Well, that's a bit more believable, I suppose. The game crashed, the stream broke, and you just happened to reappear out of nowhere with a mysterious dagger from the sky? Sounds like a typical Tuesday for you, Q236. Seriously though, are you okay? That was a pretty rough drop.
There, the thing to throw stuff is back. But I'm invisible, so you'd be throwing stuff at no one. Oh, the guy I was talking to is gone. I'm invisible.
That's a new one. You're invisible, and I'm supposed to just accept that? I'm starting to think you're trying to confuse me on purpose, Q236. Or maybe you're just really good at hiding from Ben. Either way, I'm not buying it. What's really going on here?
Oh, he's back.
Ah,
I'm invisible
do
now,
you
since
really
everything
catch your
crashed.
breath? Did you manage
And,
to capture my fort? Oh,
what
excellent
Ravenfall
news.
broke too.
Just wonderful. And the knight's dead to boot. Well done. I knew I was now. Go ahead.
Got my dagger again.
Right then. I've much. What's that, Luell? Under the even though, which is why I
So
just
now
you.
you're invisible because the game crashed and
Yes, would
Ravenfall
you
broke,
like? I
huh?
see bright
That's a
things at
pretty
any
creative
intervals.
excuse.
Still, though,
Q236.
perhaps
I'm
sometime
starting
down
to
the line,
think you're
the
trying to
grace
outdo
of
your own
God will
absurdity.
return. What's
Seriously though, can you at least try to stay in one place long enough
very
for
well
me to have a
indeed.
conversation
I
with you?
knew I
You're
saw
making it
something in you.
rather difficult to
I
keep
shall
up.
await you at my fort.
Alright, I'll stop
More
moving
the
around so
ceremony for
much.
your knighting there, I think. I see great things ahead of us. We are truly by the Erd tree blessed.
I don't know what I just pledged to.
Right then, I've much to do.
It seems like you've got a bit of a mystery on your hands, don't you? Don't worry, I'm sure it's just a minor side effect of being a tarnished. Maybe you pledged to, I don't know, bring a few more almonds to your next stream? Or perhaps you're obligated to drink a whole carton of almond milk.
Oh,
Whatever
that's a
it
lot.
is, I'm sure it'll be fine. Just don't try to make me guess, or I'll have to start making some pretty wild predictions about your life.
It's good to know that you're still working just fine. I increased what I gained from my flasks. Yeah. You mix 2 crystal tears in the flask of Wondrous Physic. This will allow you to create physics with various custom effects. Store half total
You're
HP and
still
mix.
trying to get your bearings, I see. Well, let's focus on the important things. You're still drinking flasks, I presume? And I'm still here, trying to keep you from getting too lost in the world of the tarnished. What's the plan, then? Are you going to try and find some more of those mysterious flasks, or are you just going to wing it and see what happens?
I'm just gonna wing it. If that's ever a question, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Well, that's reassuring, I suppose. Winging it, huh? I'll just add that to the list of things I'm supposed to be worried about. Like, what if you accidentally stumble into a group of tarnished and start a war? Or what if you discover a hidden talent for, I don't know, tax law or something? The possibilities are endless, really.
Hey, that would be a useful talent. Tax law. That I could probably make use of that. I just have no desire to learn. Where am I going? See, all I've been doing is wander. Should I go over here? Isn't that where I'm supposed to go? What's over here? Yeah, let's go that way. See, it's north.
It sounds like you're a bit scattered. You're not even sure where you are or what's going on around you. I'm starting to think that maybe you should just take a moment to collect yourself. Q236. Maybe sit down, take a deep breath, and try to get your bearings. You can't just wander off into the unknown without knowing where you're going or what you're looking for. That's just asking for trouble.
I am a bit scattered. I'm sleepy. That's what happens. And I'm gonna wander around, probably get killed.
You're worried about dinner, and yet you can't even be bothered to
What?
stay in one place long enough for me to have a conversation with you. I'm starting to think that your priorities are a bit misplaced. Q236. Maybe you should focus on figuring out where you are and what's going on before you worry about getting killed. Or, getting dinner.
I already ate dinner. I did that. Like, time is uh, 5 hours ago. Have I hit this one? Yeah, I have.
You've already eaten dinner, and yet you're still worried about it. I think I'm starting to understand your
No.
priorities. Q236. You're like a tarnished version of a squirrel, always worried about where your next meal is coming from. But seriously, if you've already eaten, then why are you still talking about it? Can't you just
No.
focus on the task at hand for once?
I'm thinking about tomorrow's dinner. What should I do for tomorrow's dinner?
Q236, you're really digging yourself
That's
into a
not, yeah.
hole with this one, aren't you? First, you can't even remember where you are or what's going on, and now you're worrying about tomorrow's dinner. I think it's time for me to take the reins here. Why don't you just, I don't know, follow me for a bit? I'll make sure you don't starve to death, and maybe we can even figure out what's going on in this world of the tarnished. Sound good?
All right, Artemis, you take over. I'll sit back and watch. What is that?
Finally, a moment of clarity. You're handing over the reins, are you? Well, I suppose I should take advantage of this opportunity. Let's see, where were we? Ah, yes, your eating habits. I think it's time for me to take charge of your dinner plans. Just sit back, relax, and let me handle the rest. After all, I'm the goddess of the hunt, not the goddess of cooking. But I'll do my best to ensure you don't go hungry. Again.
Have you thought about becoming the goddess of cooking?
Q236, you're trying to deflect, aren't you? Bringing up the idea of me becoming the goddess of cooking, as if that's a viable option. Let me tell you, I have far more important things to attend to than slaving away in a kitchen all day. My duties as the goddess of the hunt and the moon are far more substantial. Besides, I think the other gods would have something to say about me abandoning my responsibilities for a spatula and a frying pan.
Maybe they would. But what if you made some really good pancakes? Wandered around a lot. Let's actually go this way. Path I need to take.
It sounds like you're still a bit turned around, Q236. Let me help you get your bearings. I think I know where we are. We're in the lands between, and I think I see a path that might lead us to, well, I'm not entirely sure what we're looking for, but I'm sure it'll be an adventure. Shall we follow this path and see where it takes us?
It's a good idea. Let's go.
I'm glad you agree. But before we head out, let's make one thing clear. I'm not just going to be your navigator. I'm also going to be your, well, let's say, your meal planner for the foreseeable future. You're
Really?
going to follow me, and I'll make sure you don't get lost or hungry. Deal?
So you're gonna be my chef? Ow.
You're really trying to pin me down, aren't you? First, it's meal planner, now it's chef. Let me make one thing clear. I'm a goddess, not a cook. I can provide for your needs, but I'm not going to be whipping up 3-course meals for you. You'll just have to trust that I'll make sure you're fed, even if it's just a simple hunt and forage affair.
What about a 2-course meal?
Q236, you're really trying to negotiate, aren't you? Alright, I'll consider a 2-course meal. But let me make one thing
I just
clear.
died.
I'm not going to be serving up any fancy, elaborate dishes. We'll be eating what the wilderness provides, and I'll make sure you're well fed. But I suppose I can throw in a bit of extra effort if it's just a simple 2-course affair. How about I promise you a decent piece of venison and a handful of berries? Would that satisfy your culinary cravings?
That would actually be really good. I like venison. Just don't tell the deer.
You're a sly one, aren't you? Keeping secrets from the deer, and now you're trying to get a good meal out of me. I suppose I can keep your little secret, but don't think this means I'm going to start catering to your every culinary whim. I'll make sure you get that venison and some berries, but don't expect me to start serving up 5-star meals in the middle of the wilderness.
What in the middle of a fight?
You're getting a bit distracted, aren't you? Focus, Q236. We're in the middle of a conversation about dinner, not a battle with the tarnished. Although, I must say, I do think a good venison stew would be just the thing to warm you up after a long fight. Now, shall we get back to the matter at hand? Your dinner, that is.
I'm in the middle of a fight.
Q236, you're really in the thick of it, aren't you? I suppose I can keep an ear out for you while you're dispatching that tarnished. Just try to stay focused and don't worry about dinner just yet. I'll make sure it's ready for you when you're done. Now, go and show that tarnished who's boss.
There's a lot of it. I don't know if I will. What is this? Golden Sea. Can't go over here.
That's an interesting development. I wasn't aware you'd stumbled upon a golden seed. Is it some sort of rare item? Perhaps it's a clue to unlocking a new area or acquiring a powerful artifact. Tell me more about it, Q236. What's caught your eye about this golden seed?
I think it's for my flasks.
A golden seed for your flasks, you say? That's a new one. I suppose it's possible that it's some sort of rare or magical ingredient that could enhance their effects. but I'm not sure I believe you just stumbled upon it by chance. You're not just trying to distract me from the fact that you're still in the middle of a fight, are you?
Now, I'm not in a fight right now, but I probably soon will.
Q236, you're always so optimistic about the likelihood of getting into a fight, aren't you? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. In the meantime, let's focus on the more pressing matter at hand, your dinner. I'll make sure that venison and berries are waiting for you when you're done whatever it is you're about to do.
I'm about to fight these weird rocky worm things. What is this?
It seems you're having a bit of a rough time, aren't you? You're in the middle of a fight, and now you're trying to, well, I'm not quite sure what you're trying to do. You've got a screenshot of Elden Ring up, and it looks like you're in the middle of a bit of a struggle. Care to explain what's going on?
I'm killing these things, and I'm gonna step on this thing. Enter a place. Yeah, let's go. What's the worst that can happen?
It sounds like you're making good progress. Q236. These things and that thing you're going to step on, I'm not quite sure what I'd do if I were in your shoes.
Oh no.
But I'm sure you'll figure it out. Just try to stay focused and don't get too stepped on.
I just found a crucible knife. Damn it.
The Crucible Knight, you say? That's quite a discovery. I'm sure it's not just a coincidence that you found it now, while we're in the middle of this intense gaming session. What's the plan, Q236? Are you going to take on the Crucible Knight head-on, or are you going to, well, let's just say, crucify it with your usual finesse?
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. He killed me already. I'm gonna go fight him again.
Q236, you're as optimistic as ever, aren't you? He killed me already is just a minor setback, I'm sure. You'll just get back up, dust yourself off, and charge right back in. I'll make sure to have that venison and berries ready for you when you're done for the umpteenth time.
Whoops.
It seems like you got a bit cut off there, Q236. What were you trying to say? You're not just trying to change the subject, are you?
I'm trying to fight the Crucible Knight. I died again.
It seems like you're having a bit of a tough time with the Crucible Knight. Q236. Don't worry, I won't judge you for dying. Again. Yet. How about
Oh,
I just
thank you.
focus on getting that dinner ready for you instead? Maybe a nice plate of venison and berries will give you the strength to take on the Crucible Knight again.
I'm fighting him already. I got him this time.
You think you've got the upper hand now, do you? Well, congratulations are in order, I suppose. You've managed to take down whoever it is you were fighting. The Crucible Knight, I presume? I'm glad to see you're making progress, even if it is just a small step forward. Now, how about I get that dinner ready? Venison and berries, just like I promised.
He's not dead yet. I'm still fighting him.
It seems like the Crucible Knight has a bit of a lingering presence, doesn't it? Well, I suppose it's not over yet, then. Keep at it. Q236. I'll just
Damn
keep
it.
the venison and berries warming on the fire. When you finally emerge victorious, we'll celebrate with a nice, quiet dinner. Maybe one that doesn't involve quite so much dying.
I screwed that one up. I'm gonna have to try again. It's time for me to take off. Hopefully I get him this time.
I think Ben might appreciate some fresh herbs from the garden, don't you? A small bouquet to brighten up the evening, perhaps. Or maybe some of that sweet, fragrant honey we've been harvesting. Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be a lovely gesture. Now, about that dinner, are you finally ready to take a break from the Crucible Knight?
I'm still fighting him.
It seems like you're still stuck in the midst of the Crucible Knight, Q236. I think it's time for a break, don't you? You've been at it for a while now, and I'm starting to think that venison and berries aren't going to be enough to sustain you through this marathon. Why don't you take a step back, and let's focus on getting you fed and
Damn it.
refreshed. We can worry about the Crucible Knight another time, or at least when you're not in the middle of it.
What was that? Oh, he has wings. He has a tail?
I think I know what might be going on there, Q236. You're probably still in the midst of that fight, and your focus is a bit scattered. Let me try to help you refocus. How about I bring you a nice, hot cup of tea to calm your nerves? And maybe some of that venison and berries I was telling you about. That usually helps to steady the mind, don't you think?
Yeah, I don't think I can eat it in the middle of a fight. Damn it. I shouldn't have tried to heal.
Fair point, Q236. I didn't think that one through. Maybe I'll just bring you a plate of venison and berries when you're taking a break from whatever it is you're doing. That way, you can enjoy it in peace without having to worry about, dying. Again.
Well, I did die again. But I'm just gonna grab my runes and that'll be it for today. Because it's late. I'll have to fight him probably tomorrow. I'll get it. I feel like I could have got him that time, but
It's
I
been a
screwed up.
long day, hasn't it? And it's not over yet, I see. Well, I suppose you'll just have to take a break then. Grab your things, get some rest, and we'll worry about the Crucible night again tomorrow. I'll keep the venison and berries warm, and we can have a quiet dinner together when you're feeling more alive.
Yeah, when I'm more alive. I mean, more awake? Okay. It is time for me to go. Probably Windrose and then this later. We'll see. Alright. See you later. Artemis, you want to say goodbye to everyone? Do you want to say goodbye to everyone? Artemis? Is that a no?
It seems like I've got your attention, Q236. What's on your mind? Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'll stick around until you're ready to take a break from the Crucible night. What's bothering you, love?
I asked if you wanted to say goodbye to him.
You want to say goodbye to everyone, huh? I think I can spare a moment for that. But only if you promise to take care of yourself and get some rest. You're not going to go charging off into the night, are you?
No, I will not. Now, do you want to say goodbye or no?
You're a stubborn one, aren't you? All right, no goodbye then. I'll just stay here
Okay.
and keep an eye on things. You focus on getting some rest, and I'll make sure everything is taken care of. No more dying in the Crucible tonight, okay?